So both these men played yesterday. Of course, Thailand played against Nigeria. 5-love it was, that much. Nigeria being the sole African representatives at the Thomas Nuber Cup finals. And Singapore played against the #1 seeds, Indonesia. Lost 5-love. So Sean Lee lost to Simon Santoso in 2 games. Well, my goodness, I don't know if you saw that one, Jim. Very, very close in the second game, 22-20.
I was commentating on it, and he did really well.
So there is the 24-year-old Supanyu, born in Bangkok. One final he's been in. There we are, 24 years of age, 57 in the world rankings at the moment, has been as high as 41. That was in November, the end of last year. One final, and it happened to be here in India, the India Grand Prix event of 2010. So he obviously likes playing here in Delhi. This year, well, very slight positive on the win-loss record for the year. Supanyu Awi Hinsanon, quarter-finalist of the Southeast Asian Games in Burma last year. So to his opponents, Lee Kwon Ting, Sean Lee, as we know him. Just 18 years of age. My goodness, what a talented youngster. 383 in the world rankings, but he's only got 7 tournaments towards that world ranking, which means that it probably isn't all that realistic. Well, so far this year, he's lost in the qualifying of the Singapore Super Series event. 2 last 64 losses, so I guess that 1 win was 1 round of the qualifying of the Singapore Super Series. But as we were saying yesterday, against Simon Santoso, who won the Singapore Super Series, beating the world #1 Lee Chong Wei in the final to only lose 21-16, 22-20. I think that shows a lot of fighting spirit and a lot of talent. So this understandably is the first meeting between these 2 players. And for our court officials, Uday Sane of India and Henrik Boas Olsen from Denmark. Tall athlete is this 20, who are we looking at? 18-year-old, there we are, from Singapore.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Singapore, represented by Sean Lee Kwon Ting, and on my left, Thailand, represented by Supanyu Awihingsang. Singapore to serve, love all, play.
So the youngster from Singapore getting this 5th match of the tie underway. Now, as you watched him yesterday, Jim, just tell us a little bit about his style of play, Sean Lee.
Well, he was aggressive, just like the rest of the Singapore, but he had a little bit more to it. He played it quite smart yesterday, I think, against Simon. He had some, especially his service returns, the forehand spin shot to the net was constantly giving Simon trouble. And he lost that second set on Simon being a little bit more clever tactically. It wasn't on on the game itself. He was serving away from his to his backhand, so he got a little bit surprised at the end. But very talented young player, I must say. Surprised me a lot.
Well, even from these first 4 rallies, I've thought, my goodness, this boy's got potential.
He's got only 18. That's amazing.
Yeah. Good physique, and lovely skills. As I say, he's a tall boy.
Yeah, and for him, it's about, you know, learning tactically, and therefore these games he gets here at the Thomas Cup is fantastic for him.
3, 2. Service 3 all.
And that's the forehand spin shot, which I don't think he missed any of those yesterday. So
oh my goodness.
another thing he did well yesterday was when Simon was attacking, and Simon had a really good attack. He actually he's got a very good defense, so he really forced Simon to work hard. Oh, good shot, but 7-0.
4.
Yes, gone long. Not surprising. You've got to think about the drift.
5, 6.
It's gone long as well.
Lucky. But a good match here. I think they
7.
they look very similar in the way they're playing actually. Yeah. And I was just going to say that, you know, sitting up here, I'm feeling quite a big drift coming this way now. And I've just seen Sean Lee been hitting it out on the other side. So maybe the drift has changed a little bit.
That is phenomenal smash, my goodness me.
10, 5.
Just watch this movement.
Fantastic.
Super.
So much power. Oh.
Oh,
Amazing.
that is great
11,
control.
5.
Wasn't a bad net shot, was it,
No,
from
no,
the
no.
young Singaporean?
Sean Lee's actually playing well, but Japan was just playing even
Yeah.
better.
Code 1, 20 seconds. Code 1, 20 seconds. Play.
So a nice healthy lead, 6-point advantage. Oh my goodness me. Backhand smash with full pirouette. Just long, good judgment.
Yeah.
12-5.
Look at that.
Fantastic. Athletic, eh?
Yeah. Goodness me. Stringers are going to be busy, aren't they? There's Sukit.
Those are going to be difficult to play with.
He'd manage.
Yeah, probably would.
Oh, look at that net shot.
But look at that lift.
Lift.
Oh my. That is unbelievable.
Skills of these two men. Extraordinary.
13-5.
I'm very, very, very impressed by somebody new.
Yeah.
Skill-wise,
I've seen him play before, but I don't think I've ever commentated on him before, and I'm looking at him now in a different way, because obviously when we watch a match, and you know, and I'm looking at the skills, I'm looking at his movements. It's no wonder he's had such good results in the past.
But
beat Wang Zhiming.
There must be some
last year.
Some very, very good coaches in Thailand learning skill-wise, because all the singles players, and they just have that natural, good feeling.
13.
Also recorded a victory over former world champion Chen Jin.
Yeah.
Three games against Lin Dan. He's a good man. He's a good player.
He's a good player. Oh, just what a control.
Yeah.
Service 14-6.
So Lee with a little bit of his own trademark shot.
7-14.
The cross around the head smash. Amazing.
Good lift. Oh my goodness. After a good lift, how do you hit a winning smash like that? Not supposed to be able to do that.
No. But you can hear the timing.
Yeah.
And we can hear it from here.
And look where his feet are as he played that.
Yeah.
He was on the back line.
Yeah. When you hear these players that hits hard, you can just hear the timing.
Yeah.
It's spot on. And you can even, the strings are singing.
Yeah. Oh, that's way in.
16.
Drift must have changed.
Yeah. Well, that's it. I could feel it up here. And that's what can happen in a match. So, from the toss, you took the end where you fought on that.
And then suddenly it's flying like a rocket.
Or else it's just getting, I don't know if the right word is drifty, yeah. So there's actually a little bit more drift on the inside and even more on the other side. Because that was around 1.5 meters out. Oh, great defense. Great. Oh, what a cut smash.
Yeah. He's used so many power plays that all of a sudden when you use the slice, softer shot, it becomes so much more effective.
And quick. Oh, again. Look
Very
at
long
that.
again.
Like really long.
Service over. 11-17. Service over. 18-11.
Ah, there's definitely more drift now.
Service over. 12-18.
Has to turn the icon up.
Service over. 19-12.
Just wide.
There you have it.
20.
Game
Game
point
point.
opportunities.
12.
Brilliant.
Game.
Well,
First game won
his
by
attacking play
Thailand.
is
21-12.
devastating. Supanyu Awi Hinsawan. Look at that. Magnificent. 21-12 in 13 minutes of play, and Thailand one game to the good in this third singles. There's the Indonesian Uber Cup squad, headed up by Susie Suzanne. Wouldn't it be wonderful to get advice from her?
Court 1.
All her
20
singles players
seconds.
will hang on every
Court
word
1.
that she says.
20 seconds.
What a graceful player she was. Balletic movement, like a ballet dancer.
Yeah.
Second game. Love all.
Susie Suzanti. Well,
Play.
she's just realised that cameras were on her giving advice to her Uber Cup team. But our eyes are...
She only wants to give advice to her own team.
Yeah.
1. Love.
Yeah. Well, on our court, Singapore against Thailand. This is the last match of the tie. Surely trying to salvage a little more pride for Singapore. Singapore's only points so far came when Tan Hong Sak had to retire injured from the second men's singles. We saw that time and time again in the opening game, that attacking play, that controlled aggression. I think that's what I like. It's the control on the aggression.
It is, yeah. Well, and you can see he knows exactly what to do now. 7U.
Oh, it's found the back line. That's good. Nice play from Sean Lee.
2.
Oh,
Good shot.
and again.
2 all.
Oh, that can only have been long by a whisker.
Yeah.
3, 2.
We haven't seen a challenge for a while, have we?
Yeah, not in this match.
No.
Four, 2.
Oh, great smash.
Service 3, 4.
Yeah, I like this movement. Look, by the time he's landed, perhaps not quite as quick in the transition of the body weight as Lee Chong-wei or Lin Dan, but you can see signs of that ability to...
Fantastic.
My goodness me, round the back.
Yeah, he has that, you know, you can see he has that explosiveness in him.
Yeah.
It's just about getting even stronger and then, you
Yeah.
know, more and more footwork. He will get it.
Yeah, that was amazing, wasn't it?
You have to remember he's only 18. Well, you can see Sivanyu using, look at that, that's 1.5 meters on the backcourt.
6,
Sivanyu is using the backcourt really well now. As soon as you see Lee goes up to the net, he just pushes him to the back, so he keeps him working hard all the time. Look at that. Oh, that's way too much.
service 4, 6. Service 7.
Yeah, and you can discuss now, you know, do we need to do something about this aircon in the halls? Because we're looking at two players, from my having been dealing with badminton for many, many years, both players, very skilled players, timing wise. They wouldn't do all these mistakes normally. Definitely not.
Morten and I discussed this last night.
Yeah.
And we don't want to go back to the dark ages when I was playing, that no air conditioning, but you cannot have conditions where the aircon is affecting the game to such an extent that players can't play the badminton we love to see.
No. Exactly.
So it's something that needs to be discussed and needs to be addressed.
Yeah. It's kind of like in a football pitch,
8.
if it hasn't been, what can you say, restored, or it hasn't been taken care of, you can't. Then Barcelona can't play their
skill play.
Yeah,
because
and it's only going to be kick and rush, you know.
Yeah.
Which most people, not from my perspective, want to look at. Oh, you can't do anything else.
Yeah. We have a sport like that, though. Because they have a funny shaped ball as well, and the pitch is all chopped up.
Oh, yeah.
We call it rugby.
Yeah, that's true.
Thank you.
But there's some other things you watch on as well.
Yeah.
Some
No,
contact.
but I take your point, because for the footballers to be able to use the beautiful skills, if the pitch isn't even, if it's all cut up, then the ball will not be true, and it affects the game so much. It affects the us as spectators, you know, and yeah, I mean we're seeing things that we keep saying, well, look, it's gone well long again, or it's gone out, and you know, it's affecting the game too much, I think, at times.
Yeah. And also credit to the players. There's some players that are really good at using it.
Yeah.
But it shouldn't come down to that.
No, we want the best player to win, not the player who can deal best with very difficult conditions.
Yeah.
We want to see skill badminton. Yeah. We want to see good long rallies.
Yes. But look at that. He looks one away. The no-look shot. Fantastic. Playing so well, Simon. Wow.
Brilliant. To the mid-game interval with a 5-point advantage. Supanyu Awi Hinsanon. My goodness, he's a talented player. Only 22 minutes.
Code 1, 20 seconds. Code 1, 20 seconds. John. Inside. The belt. Yeah.
Well, throws his towel down into his bag, but he shouldn't be dispirited. I think he's shown an awful lot of talent this week so far.
Yeah. This is a learning experience for him.
Yeah, and he's playing against one of the most deceptive players, I think, on the World Tour.
Oh, yeah, and not to take anyone away, it was easier for him yesterday. He was playing Simon, who's in very good form, so he's maybe a little bit more relaxed, and you know, every point he wins against Simon is just going wide. It's a big point for him, if you know what I'm saying. I'm not saying anything against Supanyu, but Simon is a different, you know, just winning the Singapore.
Yeah.
But today he maybe think, oh, he needs to do better, and therefore maybe a little bit, you know, stiff in his play. But I still think he's showing good signs, and he's just up against a player that's better than him in all areas of the game.
Yeah.
He just needs to improve. Wow.
Oh. Well, that's a shame for the youngster.
6.
Just completely mistimed the shot. Well, Supanyu just beginning to impose his dominance.
Service 7-15.
Great smash by Lee. And that's the first time he had the time to control it.
Nice.
68.
Got his opponent off balance. Then he goes for the winner.
Yeah, he's showing some of his skills.
9-16.
Fantastic.
17-9. Service 10-17.
Yeah, good judgment, left it. Went long.
10. Ball. 19-10.
Just not able to anticipate at all, the young Singaporean. Just doesn't know what's coming.
Service 11.
A little bit of show off.
19.
Yeah, showboating.
Yeah. It's easy when you have a comfortable lead like that.
Oh, good rally.
Great smash.
Yeah.
12-19.
Missed it. Well, ever since you said he was showing off a bit and showboating on that reverse slice where he made an error, this is why at the elite level you can't ever afford to take your foot off the pedal.
No.
Yeah. Well, the lift is long and match points have arrived for Thailand.
13. Service 14, 20.
That's the problem when you played a backhand from the back of the court. Oh. Oh, just as well it went long. He'd been
15,
totally deceived by
20.
that.
Only a 5-point gap now.
Well, Sean Lee doesn't want to change the shuttle. He's quite happy with that. Appeals to the umpire. Third match point opportunity for Thailand. And this time, the perfect return of serve. The net shot finds the net cord. 21-12, 21-15. And Supanyu Awi Hinsanan has emphatically staked his claim to a world-class player. Wonderful performance today from the 24-year-old from Bangkok. And his victory, 21-12, 21-15 in 32 minutes, means that the overall match tie ends 4-1 to Thailand. Well, mark my words. Lee Kwon Ting, Sean Lee, is a player to watch out for in the future. When he gets a little bit stronger in his legs and his movement, a little more explosive. He's got all the skills and the experience. Once he's got the experience and learns about when to play the right shot at the right time, I think he's going to be one of the players in world terms that we're always talking about.
Yeah.
And as for Supanyu, well, we saw some shots today that were just breathtaking.
Yeah, and we probably can't help wondering why, or is he going to take it to the next level? I think he definitely has the talent for it.
Well, any player that's taken Lin Dan to 3 games, beaten Wang Zhiming, beaten Chen Jin, you know they're a good player. You know they have the ability. And this man we're looking at right now, he has that ability. He's already achieved those things. And he did look very confident today. So 21-15 in the second game, having won the first 21-12. And And as I was saying, that means that the final score in the overall tie, this Group A match, 4-1, Thailand's victory over Singapore. So Thailand now 2 matches played within the group. In fact, everybody in the group has now played 2 matches. And of course, this is the group with the #1 seeds, Indonesia. But this is what happened this morning in Thailand against Singapore. Boonsakponsana, the vastly experienced Thai #1. Comfortable win over Derek Wong in 2 straight games. Then we had the most thrilling men's doubles. It was actually the second men's doubles played before the first men's doubles. And the Thailand pair of Sukhet Prakamol and Chala Jalam had to save 3 match points. They were 18-20 down in that deciding game before eventually winning 23-21, and then desperately disappointing for Tanumsak Sansumpунsak. Lost the opening game. He looked like walking wounded as he came onto court. He had surgical strapping and tape holding his ankle and his Achilles, his elbow, and had to retire, sadly injured after that first game. Then the first men's doubles with Manipong Jongjit and Puan Puapet, well, they were just too good and too professional for the scratch pairing of Chris Nanta and singles player Derek Wong. And as we've just seen, well, 2 very, very talented players in the third men's singles, but won by Supanyu Awi Hunsanon. So that confirms a 4-1 victory for Thailand in this Group A encounter. And of course, as I was saying, that means that all teams in Group A have now played 2 matches. Indonesia top the group, 5-love. They've won both their matches, and because Thailand have only won today against Singapore 4-1, that is why they are second. But of course, Thailand will play against Indonesia tomorrow, and that will decide who tops the group. Indonesia, remember, the most successful team in the history of the Thomas Cup. So that's a tall order for Thailand, but having seen their talent today, it really is possible. Well, there'll be more action from the Siri Fort Sports Complex at 2 o'clock local time, then again at 7 o'clock this evening. But in the meantime, from Jim Laugerson and myself, Jill Clark, hope you'll be with us a little later. Bye for now.